Alright guys, we want to color mix with our watercolor paints today using these and this paper right here. First things first, you want to take your pencil and write your name on your paper. Next step, get a little bit of water and add it. Let's see, we're going to start with red. So I want to add some water to my red. And you guys know that you don't want to ever press the brush down on your paper or in the paint or in the water to this area right here. You only need about that much paint on your brush each time. It's sort of okay to rub the sides like I'm doing, which I guess you can't see. We'll scoot it down a little bit. To rub the sides of the paint and add until you have just enough. And I'm going to go ahead and fill out the red section. So it looks like I have two red sections, so I'll fill out some red. Alright, and I'm only painting with the tip of my brush as if it was a feather. And I don't want to ruin it. I want it to stay nice. So, this section says red. Now I'm not going in order, but instead of having to recolor my brush each time, it's easier just to do it that way. And I'm not pressing my brush down into the water. I'm just gently removing the color. And I'm going to add some water to my yellow now. That should be good. I'm going to add yellow to the areas of my paper where it says to add yellow. And again, I'm not going in order, but it's easier if I just go ahead and fill all the sections with the color that I need before changing. So I have some yellow over here. Now, if I start with the first one, I want to mix together yellow and red. Those are both primary colors. And if we mix them together, they give us orange. Okay? Now, we don't have an orange one on our palette right here. So I'm going to stick a little bit of water right here in the middle. And it's sort of yellow already. And I'm going to load up my yellow right there. We don't want to mix them together in the palette. Now I'm going to grab some red from over here once I washed out my brush. I'm going to make a nice orange. Now, I got too much red, so I'm going to go back, change out my color, add some yellow right here. Now you can kind of color mix on your paper or in this section of the palette. And now I have a very reddish orange, so I'll need some more yellow. There we go. We want to do the same thing for blue plus red will make purple, and yellow plus blue will make green. I'm going to come in here after I've washed off my brush again and add some blue. If it looks too light, you can add more paint. If it looks too dark, you want to add more water. I filled out the blue sections. So if I mix together blue and red, I'll get purple. And I don't want to just take purple from my palette. I actually want to put a little blue on here, swish my brush out, grab some red. Oh yeah, now I have a beautiful purple. Sort of a maroon purple, but you see that it's making purple. Last but not least, I'm going to wash my brush again, grab some yellow. Now I know that says green, but I know that if I put yellow and blue together, washing out my brush, I'm going to get some green. Let's see. Ooh, it's not beautiful. I may need a little bit more yellow. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more blue. Go back in and add some yellow. Now usually you don't want to do this directly onto your paper. You want to keep it in this area of your palette. It's going to make for prettier colors. If you arrange it on your paper first, they're going to be more murky like this. If they do tend to be murky, you may need to wash out your brush or get more water before you start. We want to wash out our brush, throw our towels that we used today away in the garbage can, and we're going to take this and lift it up just like this and carry it and put it away.